you know how God makes it clear a certain behavior or practice is sin, right? And so Christians will say, well, we don't do that because it's sin.
Yeah.
You know, we're not fornicating because fornication is a sin. We don't do it, right?
Right.
Or we don't watch sexually explicit material. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Christians have established that, right? But people in the world will mock it, you know, as expected. They'll mock it.
Yeah.
Say, do whatever I want, blah, 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 blah. Of course, you can do whatever you want, you know, but it's still sin, right? And then after time, when they start to realize that there's consequences for their behavior,
Yeah.
they'll start to say that it's a bad idea to do this or that, you know. So like in the case of pornography, say, who will say that it's sin to watch it because God has spoken on this issue.
Right.
And they're like, whatever, do whatever I want. And then now that there's a problem from watching this material, you know,
Right.
this behavior, they'll say, well, you probably shouldn't do that. So like now there's like men's groups online and stuff.
Yeah.
Or videos about, you know, like red pill and all this sort of stuff. Like, well, the reason you shouldn't watch it is because it produces a dopamine rush. And that dopamine rush produces, you know, like it's an addictive thing. And then you can get addicted to it. And then before you know, you're watching this all the time. And then it really destroys your discipline and self-control. It's like, you don't say, you know?
It's like God has spoken before you even open up your mouth.
Yeah, it's like, wow, I'm glad you guys figured it out now.
Right.
You know? It feels like that's happening with a number of issues. And when it comes to sex, that's definitely a thing that people are starting to realize. You know? It's like, maybe it was a bad idea to just share your body with a number of people.
Yeah.
Maybe it makes it difficult to pair bond with someone, you know, more and more in the long run, you know. And so it's just like, I just think that's interesting because even atheistic, more agnostic people want a culture that's Christian more than they think they want a culture that's not Christian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, you can't have these ideas stay if there is no God to answer to.
Yes.
You know, like Christian culture will not be around if there are no Christians. And so how can you, being an unbelieving person, think that it's good that the world is becoming less Christian, yet you want to be in a culture that's Christian? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's so silly.